have a CA and we have a CS. We have a CA and we have a CS with us today. Wonderful. Okay, and Monica, Monica ji, how about you?
नमस्ते रिचा जी।
नमस्ते
जी, मुझे मेरी सिस्टर रिचा ने सजेस्ट किया था आपको ज्वाइन करने के लिए।
ओके, रिचा फुल नेम?
रिचा चौहान।
ओके, रिचा आपकी सिस्टर हैं?
जी जी जी,
अच्छा,
मेरी छोटी सिस्टर
वंडरफुल।
है जी।
अच्छा, बहुत बढ़िया।
जी
रिचा तो
जी,
बहुत
मैं इटावा
कनेक्टेड है।
से। हाँ जी हाँ जी। बहुत फोर्स किया उसने कि तुम्हारे जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है तुम एक बार उनसे शेयर करो और ज्वाइन करो उनको, तो तुम्हें बहुत रिलैक्स होगा। तो इसलिए मैंने कभी ये सब चीजें ज्वाइन की नहीं है, मैं फर्स्ट टाइम ही ज्वाइन कर रही हूँ आपको।
ओके, और
और यहाँ
आप
थोड़ा
कहाँ
नेटवर्क
पर हैं?
इशू है इसलिए मैं वीडियो ऑन नहीं कर पा रही हूँ।
कोई बात नहीं। आप हैं
जी
कहाँ पर और
जी,
किस
मैं
पार्ट ऑफ
इटावा
द?
में। इटावा,
इटावा। ओके।
यूपी। जी
ओके, हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया। तो मैं दिल्ली एनसीआर में स्थित हूँ, इंदिरापुरम, इफ यू आर अवेयर। एंड टू शेयर अ लिटिल ब्रीफ अबाउट मी, मैं रेकी स्टार्टेड इन माय लाइफ 2005 में। एवरीबडी इज कंफर्टेबल विद हिंदी, और अनीता जी यू स्पेसिफिकली वुड वांट मी टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश? ओके, तो रेकी स्टार्टेड इन माय लाइफ इन 2005। तो तब से लेकर के सिंस 2020 मैं सिर्फ हीलिंग करती थी, सेल्फ हीलिंग एंड हीलिंग फॉर अदर्स। आई ऑल्सो यूज टू डू प्रोफेशनल हीलिंग। लेकिन 2020 में आई स्टार्टेड माई जर्नी टू बिकम अ मास्टर। एंड ब्यूटिफुल, थैंक यू अनिता जी। 2020 में मेरी मास्टर्स की जर्नी शुरू हुई, और मैंने जिनसे रेकी सीखा है उनका नाम है रानी वेंकट। और उन्होंने वो उन 4 लोगों में से एक हैं जिन्होंने रेकी को इंडिया में लाया था। तो रेकी इंडिया में बहुत पहले प्रैक्टिस होता था। रेकी जो है वो, इसका मेंशन जो है ना, हमको अथर्ववेद में मिलता है। और उसके बाद बुद्धिस्ट कम्युनिटी में रेकी इंटरनली प्रैक्टिस किया जाता था। लेकिन एक डॉक्टर मिकाओ उसोई थे जिन्होंने रिसर्च किया, और उन्होंने पूरी दुनिया को रेकी का गिफ्ट दिया। सो वो जापान में थे, और इसीलिए इसका नाम भी जो है वो रेकी है, which means रे का, let me just share with you what it means. So as you can see my screen, रे का मतलब होता है यूनिवर्सल, की का मतलब होता है लाइफ फोर्स एनर्जी। सो रेकी जो है वो एक यूनिवर्सल लाइफ फोर्स एनर्जी है। एंड बस द नेम इज जापानीज, बाकी कुछ भी जापानीज नहीं है, ये यूनिवर्सल है। और और इसकी जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो है हीलिंग की। तो द फर्स्ट थिंग टू अंडरस्टैंड इज हीलिंग और क्योरिंग दो अलग अलग बातें होते हैं। व्हाट डू यू थिंक दे आर? हीलिंग क्या है और क्योरिंग क्या है? क्यों अलग है ये? हाँ मार्गी जी, प्लीज गो अहेड।
One, okay. I feel curing is about curing the body at the physical level, and what I feel healing is about healing at the mental or emotional body.
Absolutely correct. Abha ji, you were saying something?
Yes. So one is kind of a permanent fix, attacking at the root cause, and healing is handling the issue at a surface level.
Okay. Any other thoughts? अनीता जी ने मुझसे साझा किया that she has a lot of books on Reiki, so I am assuming that she definitely would have been able to go through a few pages at least. So maybe she can share her thoughts also. मोनिका जी, आप शेयर करना चाहेंगी? आभा जी?
Yes.
मोनिका जी रिचा की एल्डर सिस्टर हैं, रिचा चौहान।
Acha. Okay. Namaste. Good to meet you.
सो एक्चुअली मार्गी जी ने जो कहा एग्जैक्टली वैसा ही है। हम लोग अपने एग्जिस्टेंस को मोस्टली फिजिकल लेवल पर ही जानते हैं। वी डू नॉट नो बियॉन्ड दैट। हमारी पूरी दुनिया जो है वो, जो हम देखते हैं, जो हम एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, उतने में ही सिमट करके रह जाती है। लेकिन तो जो क्योरिंग का फंडामेंटल्स है ना, वो पूरी तरीके से फिजिकल बेस्ड है। जैसे हम बीमार पड़ते हैं तो हम कुछ दवाइयां खाते हैं और हमें लगता है हम ठीक हो गए, फिर बीमार पड़ते हैं, फिर दवाइयां खाते हैं। सो फॉर एवरी स्मॉल एंड बिग थिंग, फ्रॉम हेडेक टू स्टमक एक टू बिगर challenges, we have medical facility and we have pills which are nothing but chemical energy जो हमारी बॉडी में जाती है, इंटरैक्ट करती है, brings in this those changes and इस तरीके से वो जो है हमारी बॉडी को क्योर करती है। लेकिन अब साइंस भी इस बात को पूरी तरीके से स्वीकार करती है कि वी आर मच मोर देन द फिजिकल। जब हम क्वांटम फिजिक्स के पास जाते हैं तो क्वांटम फिजिक्स हमको बताता है कि जो हमको एज अ सॉलिड स्टेट भी दिखता है वो 99% वॉइड होता है। उसमें होता क्या है? वो सिर्फ एनर्जी होता है। we know Einstein gave us this energy can't be created, can never be destroyed, so it only changes form. So everything in this universe is energy, और जिस बैंडविथ पर एनर्जी जो है वो वाइब्रेट कर रहा है, जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी पर वाइब्रेट कर रहा है, बेस्ड ऑन दैट हम उसका वैसा स्वरूप देखते हैं। जैसे हमारी फ्रीक्वेंसी, जिसको हम नॉन लिविंग कहते हैं, उससे हायर है, इसीलिए हमारे अंदर लिविंग की क्वालिटी है। तो जब हम क्योरिंग की बात करते हैं तो हम हीलिंग की बात करते हैं तो हम कहते हैं फिजिकल लेवल, द इमोशनल एंड मेंटल लेवल एंड द सोल लेवल। सो ऑन ऑल थ्री लेवल्स जब होलिस्टिकली हम ठीक होते हैं तो हम उसको हीलिंग कहते हैं। और ये बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है, क्योंकि क्योरिंग जो है वो कभी भी रूट कॉज तक नहीं पहुंचेगा। इट विल ओनली बी ट्रीटिंग द सिम्टम। फीवर है, अगर टेम्परेचर ऊपर हो रहा है तो यू टेक दिस पिल। अगर आपका हार्ट काम नहीं कर रहा है, यू टेक दिस पिल, यू गो थ्रू दिस टेस्ट। बट व्हेन वी टॉक ऑफ हीलिंग, it doesn't do just that. It goes beyond and it says हमारे एनर्जी लेवल में कुछ challenges हैं। The way we are perceiving life, that is challenging right now. और all of that needs to be looked at. तो जैसे ही हम एनर्जी लेवल में क्योर करते हैं तो वो एक होलिस्टिक परसेप्शन देता है and we get healed. So this is a very big and important difference, which is about curing and healing. So Reiki, which is a universal life force energy, functions in healing and not just curing. It goes beyond and it heals you on the physical level, on the emotional level, and the mental level as well. In fact, अब बहुत सारी modalities हैं and they have come to this fact that 90% डिजीज, जिसको हम कहते हैं, डिजीज का मतलब होता है डिसईज। हमारी ईज जो है ना, हमारा जो कंफर्ट है, वो डिसलोकेट हो गया है, वो शिफ्ट हो गया है, उस अवस्था को हम डिजीज कहते हैं। तो बहुत सारी मोडालिटीज हैं और वो ये हमको बताती हैं कि जो डिजीज होता है वो प्राइमरीली इमोशनल लेवल पे होता है, और जब वो इमोशनल लेवल पे बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है तो वो हमको फिजिकल लेवल में मैनिफेस्ट करता है। So which is the biggest emotional challenge that we all face on an everyday basis? आपके एक्सपीरियंस में ऐसा क्या है जिसको कि आप ऑलमोस्ट, हाँ मार्गी जी बोलिए, यू कैन जस्ट अनम्यूट एंड शेयर।
अपने पीस ऑफ माइंड को प्रोटेक्ट करना और अपने काम स्टेट को प्रोटेक्ट करना। कभी भी मतलब हाइपर हो जाते हैं, अग्रेसिव हो जाते हैं।
एब्सोल्युटली, कभी भी हाइपर हो जाते हैं, एग्रेसिव हो जाते हैं। व्हाट एल्स?
Our fears.
पार्डन समृद्धि?
Our fears.
Our
Fears.
fears. Very nice. और एंड देयर इज वन मोर थिंग जो कि हम हर दिन हर मोमेंट एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, इनफैक्ट वो उसको हमने ऐसा वे ऑफ लाइफ एक्सेप्ट किया है कि हम उसकी बात भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, इट्स फॉर ग्रांटेड, स्ट्रेस। आज एक छोटा सा बच्चा भी कहता है कि मुझे स्ट्रेस हो गया है। आई रिमेम्बर माई डॉटर टेलिंग दिस टू मी। हाँ मार्गी जी।
And also, ma'am, we are not talking about the spiritual journey or spiritual path at all in our routine lives. मतलब जैसे वो तो कुछ चीज ही नहीं है कि जो हमें करनी है ऐसे. That is the basic purpose of our human life actually.
एब्सोल्युटली, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर शेयरिंग दैट। वो बेसिक पर्पस है, लेकिन हम अपने पिलर टू पोस्ट में इतने बिजी होते हैं, हमारे सर्वाइवल के लिए हम इतने बिजी होते हैं कि उसके आगे हम देख ही नहीं पाते हैं। सो जब हम रेकी की बात करते हैं तो it's a beautiful modality that allows you to step into the spiritual world also. बहुतों के लिए ये स्पिरिचुअलिटी की शुरुआत होती है, दिस इज द बिगिनिंग ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल। क्योंकि जब हम होलिस्टिकली सॉर्टेड होने लगते हैं एंड वी स्टार्ट टू एक्सपीरियंस लाइफ, एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि हमारे कंडीशंस चेंज हो जाते हैं, हमारा इन्वायरमेंट वही सारे चैलेंजेस थ्रो करता है, लेकिन हमारा जो रिस्पॉन्स है उन चैलेंजेस के प्रति वो पूरे तरीके से परिवर्तित हो जाता है, दैट चेंजेस टोटली, एंड वी हेंस फील मोर पीसफुल, मोर सॉर्टेड, मोर ग्राउंडेड, मोर सेटल्ड, एंड हेंस मोर हैप्पी एंड जॉयस। तो जब वो होता है हमारे लाइफ में, तो फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल दैट embark the spiritual journey. So I would like to know from you all, what brings you here? What is the challenge that you would look forward for Reiki to help you with? Namaste, Santosh. Yes.
Yeah, namaskar, ma'am. Yeah.
Monica, would you like to share? आप अपने लाइफ के कौन से चैलेंज को रेकी के थ्रू हील करना चाहेंगे? What brings you here?
मैम बहुत सारी चीजें हैं। कोई एक पर्टिकुलर चीज पे मैं खुद ही फोकस नहीं कर पा रही हूँ कि मैं आपके साथ क्या शेयर करूँ। बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, मतलब इतनी ज्यादा हौच पौच है कि मैं बस ऐसा लगता है कि किसी एक चीज से निकल जाऊं तो शायद मैं दूसरी चीज को कवर अप कर पाऊं।
ओके, ठीक है, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, टोटली अंडरस्टैंड, क्योंकि दिस इज आवर एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ लाइफ। हम बहुत सारी चीजों में एक साथ फंसे रहते हैं।
जी
हमारे
जी
पास
जी
चैलेंज होता है सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस का, एक्सपेक्टेशंस का, सेल्फ क्रिटिसिज्म का, दूसरे हमारे साथ कैसा बिहेव कर रहे हैं,
जी जी
हमें गुस्सा आ रहा है, एवरीडे बेसिस पे वी डोंट फील वेरी गुड अबाउट आवरसेल्व्स, हमको
जी
लगता है जिंदगी किस दिशा जा रही है, एंड मेनी सच थिंग्स।
बिल्कुल यही, शायद मैं शब्दों में नहीं कह पा रही थी, लेकिन अभी आपने उसको एक्सप्लेन किया।
दिस इज
मैडम मुझे रेकी इसलिए सीखना चाह रहा था कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि पेशेंट जो मेरे साथ में बैठे वो ऑटोमेटिक एनर्जी फील करे और ऑटोमेटिक उसके अंदर ये एहसास जागे कि वो ठीक हो रहा है, क्योंकि हमारे पास जो पेशेंट्स आते हैं वो सारे इनफर्टिलिटी के होते हैं। तो
वंडरफुल।
उनको देखकर हमें काफी मतलब खुद दुखी होता हूँ। मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि कम से कम वो जब मेरे साथ में बैठे तो मेरी एनर्जी से कम उनको कुछ तो उनके बॉडी के अंदर कुछ ऐसी चीजें हो जिससे कि वो पॉजिटिव फील कर सकें और ट्रीटमेंट जो है स्टार्ट कर सक्सेसफुली जा सके।
Beautiful. Very nice. So yes, you can also do healing for them. That's true. Yeah, Margi ji, would you like to share? Acha, Anita ji, would you want to say something? Please go
Uh,
ahead.
no, ma'am. No, nothing. I had some opinion, but I
Please go
later
ahead.
I'll tell.
It's okay. It's okay. One thing that Reiki teaches you very strongly is to be non-judgmental. And it's perfectly all right कि हम जैसे हैं, हमारे भीतर जो भी विचार आते हैं, आप आराम से उनको एक्सप्रेस कीजिए।
Yeah, sometimes I get confused that whether this really heals or not. But I have confidence that it is healing. But sometimes, I get a doubt because my aunt was using it. But sometimes she
Mhm.
uses and say, Yes, this works like that, she says. I had a confidence, but sometimes she doesn't use that at all.
Wonderful.
So I feel that 50-50, like I was not very clear with that. That is what I was thinking about it.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ब्रिंगिंग दैट, क्योंकि ये डाउट हम में से ज्यादातर लोगों के पास होता है जो बिगिन करते हैं, और इसका आंसर मैं नहीं दूंगी. आई वुड लाइक लव टू इनवाइट समृद्धि हियर राइट नाउ. समृद्धि इज one of my student, and she learned Reiki level 1 and level 2 with me in Mumbai in August and September. तो
Okay.
अभी 2-3 महीने हो गए हैं, and she has been practicing. And Samriddhi, why don't you share?
Yes. So I'm so glad you brought up this, this doubt, Anita ji, because this
Before
is
that,
exactly,
give a little brief about yourself.
yes, yes. So I'm a clinical psychologist by profession. I'm also a special parent of a child with autism spectrum. So I exactly joined Reiki with this doubt in my mind. I was a skeptic, and being from the profession of clinical psychology, so used to take everything from the standpoint of reason, right? um, and anything that is observable and anything that can be seen and experimented and studied is to be believed. But also, as I mentioned, that I'm a special mom, and though my profession entails healing others, I realized that I was at a point in my life where first I myself had to be healed, right, emotionally. Because we all pursue in our methods in, Richa ji said, stress, right? So we all have our different strategies to face stress. I was doing all that in my journey, but still there was a vacuum, there was a hollow, and there was something that was missing. Here is when I began my spiritual journey, reading Bhagavad Gita. And I, just the very same point of time, I came to know about Reiki from a friend of mine. So I had my doubts, but I'm so happy that I think I took that leap of faith that point of time. There was something inside me which intuitively said, let's try this, let's try what it is. Because, like, as I said, I was already reading Bhagavad Gita, so I was already drawn towards a lot of concepts. The basic premise being that what we consider as reason to be the highest entity is not the only thing. I mean, if you want to learn about different possibilities, one has to just learn to think beyond reason. And I learned Reiki from Richa ji. So, see, my experience has been a very positive one, personally. Like, I learned Reiki in the month of August. When I decided that what I wanted to learn Reiki, I went with open heart. I went that here I am to learn something new, and let me try. And I think the most important thing what I had to do is just totally believe Richa ji, and totally believe Reiki as an energy. Because one of the things from my experiences, if I want to be healed, or if I want people to be healed as a healer, first I need to believe in what I'm doing. First, I need to believe in the energy. So I think that is what I did. The first and foremost thing, I just gave myself, even when Richaji was initiating me, it was like I was there with my open heart, ki jo bhi hai, I believe in this. And of course, the whole process of the chakra cleansing, and it was very, very calming for me. It was like a beautiful inward journey. And after that, after practicing Reiki very religiously, along with me, there was a friend of mine who also joined. So that was positive because she stays in the same building. So we see to it that we do it together, because that is how also, when you are a part of a community, or when are you part of something, that 2 3 people believe in the same thing, you're more bound to practice it, right? Like, even so, for me, Reiki is like a sort of, I think, easiest way to do meditation, right? Because automatically when you're practicing Reiki for yourself, you're meditating. And after I started doing Reiki, one thing is one most important thing that was a change in me was acceptance. Okay, and from from the standpoint of that, कि मेरे हाथ में सब कंट्रोल है और मैं सबके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल हूँ, mainly in terms of my son. Okay, I think that was an immense change which I could bring in myself after Reiki, that I surrendered to the Reiki energy. And मैं ये चीज सबके साथ शेयर नहीं करती, इसीलिए शेयर नहीं करती because again I know there are a lot of skeptics who then kind of don't believe in these things. But because I'm here on a platform where I'm here to talk about my experience, there are positive things which started happening in my life. For instance, things regarding my son. Okay, I think the more and more I started to accept him and accept certain things about him, the things which were sometime before were miracles or were something which was very far from happening, not now, started happening. And all I had to tell myself is just accept this is happening to you. So there are many, I wouldn't share these instances, these are very personal, but yes, there are a lot of positive things which have happened. Also, another experience, Richa ji, is I don't know whether I've shared with you, my intuition has become strong. There is a sense which I feel, before something is going to happen, I kind of have a feeling. So वो जो intuition है वो बहुत से instances में मेरा strong हो गया है. So I think Reiki taught me how to have gratitude about everything in life. It also taught me how to be in the present, right, rather than ruminating a lot about future. As special parents, we have this habit of thinking a lot about future. So I think those are the things which I am much much more sorted than before, still on the journey. But yes, acceptance, gratitude, living in the present. And I feel life just unfolds. I don't know how it is, but probably because I feel when you start accepting, मतलब इसके पहले मुझे स्कूल से बहुत कॉल्स आते थे, कुछ ना कुछ बिहेवियरल इश्यूज हो जाते थे. एंड एज यू नो हाउ इंक्लूजन वर्क्स इन इंडिया, the parent is called. And literally in one of the meetings with the counselor, literally they said that, like this time Shaurya आता है तो, Shaurya is my son's name, वो बस काउंसलिंग रूम में बैठता है, चुपचाप अपना काम करता है. एंड we've never seen him so calm before. एंड झटके से मेरे मुंह से निकल गया कि अच्छा, मे बी along with other things I have even started giving him Reiki. And they started looking at me, and then I realized that I'm not supposed to just tell people that I'm doing Reiki, because people don't know about it, and that people will start of wondering, "Okay, what are you talking about?" But yes, these are the things which have happened with me since I've started Reiki. So, and besides this, even little things like physical ailments, like agar pet mein, once kind of there was a physical pain, and all I did raat ko is just hold my hand and give self, and it really helps. It helps you to sleep better. It helps. And I'm not saying that don't take treatments. Of course, take treatments, but I feel it just makes the whole healing process, makes the whole process so much more easy and so much more calm, mentally as well as physically. So I have been practicing self healing, and I'm giving Reiki to my son. I've also given Reiki to a chachi of ours who was experiencing frozen shoulders, and she did experience ease. Now I don't know whether that was her trust in me also, because I feel even the person who, Anita ji, as you asked, even the person who takes Reiki from you needs to, I think, have faith in the whole process. So yeah, that was my experience.
Thank you so much. So just to share a little on person receiving Reiki, the person receiving the receiver can block receiving energy if they are very negative about it. But the best thing is, especially when you get initiated in symbols in level 2 and you do distance healing, you don't even need to inform the receiver, because informing them, they might block. So you can just give healing without informing them, and then it will do its job. It's a very, very intelligent energy, and it can actually help us in different walks of life, from managing stress, managing work life balance, relationship healing, of course physical ailment तो बोलने का ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. And yeah, it improves power of many things. For example, you can reiki the medicine also. आप medicine को energy pass करके उसको लेंगे तो medicine का भी impact बढ़ जाता है. We have seen that in diabetic patients, उनका इंसुलिन का जो चैलेंज है वो घट जाता है. So their acceptance to life is improved, so their sugar level are more maintained. There have been cases जहाँ पे इंसुलिन इंजेक्शन लेने वाले लोगों का वो छूट गया है, that injection need has stopped. Then of course in self acceptance, जो हमारे लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज होता है, many times we don't even know. And if you will reflect, हम अपने आप को कितना जज करते हैं और हम कितना एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि मुझे ये करना चाहिए था, मैं ये कैसे भूल गई, मैंने वो कैसे गलत कर दिया, ओहो मैं ये नहीं मैनेज कर पा रही हूँ, मैं वो नहीं मैनेज कर पा रही हूँ, मेरे पास कितनी सारी चीजें हैं. So some self love and self compassion and self acceptance, it helps you a lot to progress on all those levels. And so your entire environment के साथ जो आपका interaction होता है ना, that goes on to a next level. So I find it very easy. One of the best thing is this energy only functions positively. This the behavior of the energy is like that. You can't do a negative intention with it. And so it never goes wrong. A lot of times हमें लगता है कि शायद challenges X, but the intelligence of energy knows that the challenges is X plus Y, or probably X is the result of Y. So it will work on Y as well. So yeah, Samriddhi, go ahead.
So yeah, so one more thing which I wanted to really tell you all is, I think one of the things which also really was a gain from learning Reiki from Richadi was, when she taught us, she did not just teach us Reiki as a modality per se, but she taught us as how it is so connected to your personal growth. And she also helped us to realize that if we want this Reiki energy to heal us and hence others more effectively, how we have to progress spiritually or personally. So these are the things which Richadi really stood for me. And I remember you telling us the first in the first workshop is acceptance is being able to see things as they are. So Rijadi also gave us a lot of knowledge about a lot of stories from the Upanishads, and which were related to of course the energy healings. And I think that is something just I just wanted to bring out, that looking at this whole thing, not just as external modality, but how matlab, if you want Reiki to be really effective, how one needs to practice gratitude, how one needs to learn to forgive. So I think that is one thing where I'm fortunate that I learned it from her.
Thank you so much for sharing, क्योंकि जो जिन्होंने सीखा है उनकी शेयरिंग का हमेशा it's more you know everybody is always able to relate with the participant more. I know I was also a participant at one point of time. So and how it worked for me, मैं तो भयानक skeptical हुआ करती थी, मेजर लॉजिशियन, लॉजिक के अलावा जिंदगी में कुछ समझ ही नहीं आता था. और जिंदगी ऐसे मोड़ पर खड़ा करके रखी थी उस समय दैट यू सारे लॉजिक फेल हो रहे थे. एवरीथिंग आई वाज डूइंग लॉजिकली, but no result was coming. That was a time that I went to one of my faculty who used to come to teach spiritual quotient during MBA. And then I went to him and he asked me to do Reiki. And I said, I don't know what Reiki is. मैं कहाँ सीखूँ? अब आपने बताया तो आप ही बताइए. So he only gave me the address of my Reiki master, Rani Venkat. And I'm so glad and immense gratitude to him for him sending me to the right person, because that matters. And a lot of doors opened up for me. So, um, and I think in my journey, besides Reiki, professionally also I did a lot of things. I am a certified coach from ICF, which is International Coach Federation. I am also an NLP, breakthrough NLP coach, certified coach. And I have been into training and development field for more than a decade and a half. And all of this, I see, as Samruddhi ne kaha na, that she comes from the field of psychology, which is very scientific, जिसके पास data चाहिए, reliability चाहिए, तभी काम चलता है. उसके बिना psychology will not accept anything. But here we are talking of energy, which is intangible, जिसको हम देख नहीं सकते हैं. But there is a way that we can connect, and there is a way that we can develop the relationship. So मूविंग इनटू दिस फील्ड, जहाँ पे कोई लॉजिक नहीं है, जहाँ पर कोई रिलायबिलिटी डेटा नहीं है, जहाँ पर कोई रिसर्च इंडेक्स नहीं है, people have their experiences. Yes, a lot of things have been seen. For example, there is an energy body around us, which is the electromagnetic energy, जिसको हम ऑरा कहते हैं. तो जैसा आपने देखा होगा देवी देवताओं के पीछे हेड में होता है, we create, there is a circle of illumination that we create. That is a symbol of the aura that we all carry. लेकिन उनका ऑरा इतना स्ट्रांग होता है और इतना क्लीन होता है that it has an impact on us. For example, महावीर के लिए ये कहा जाता था कि जब वो किसी भी गांव में जाते थे तो उनके आसपास के 50 किलोमीटर रेडियस का जो एरिया था उसमें वसंत आ जाता था. दिस इज द वर्ड यूज्ड कि उसमें वसंत आ जाता था. नॉट बिकॉज वसंत का महीना है, बिकॉज द सीजन इज दैट, बट बिकॉज महावीर हैज सच अ प्योर ऑरा दैट इट प्योरिफाइज एवरीथिंग अराउंड. सो जैसा संतोष जी कह रहे थे कि he wants to give this high feeling of positivity to his patients. So when you are in that zone, it is you connect. It's something that happens because our energy is interacting. How many times you have experienced कि कुछ लोगों के साथ आप मिलते हैं और आपको लगता है oh my god, I don't feel good with that person. और कुछ लोगों के साथ आप मिलते हैं and you simply feel oh my god, this person I want to talk to, this person I want to be with. How many of you have experienced this?
In the modern lingo, we call it vibes.
Yeah, in the exactly vibes. इसके vibes अच्छे हैं, इसके vibes ठीक नहीं हैं. Where is that vibe coming from? That vibe is a result of the electromagnetic energy that we have, which is called aura. And our aura is interacting with the aura of the environment every moment. And होता ये है कि वहाँ के energy के जो vibrations हैं, उसको हमारा aura pick up करता है. और फिर अगर वो डेंस होगा हमारे अंदर, क्योंकि हमारे थॉट प्रोसेस वैसे हैं, हम जहां से ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं वो स्पेस वैसा है, देन दैट विल गेट डेंसर एंड डेंसर एंड डेंसर. और जब वो बहुत डेंस हो जाएगा, देन इट विल मैनिफेस्ट इन योर बॉडी. टू शेयर सम एग्जांपल्स, some time back I was suffering from a very bad cervical spondylitis. So this entire area, गर्दन घुमाने में भी मेरी बैंड बज रही थी. एंड it used to feel, you know, एक जरा सा भी यहाँ पे कुछ चुभेगा, जैसे हेयर को भी टाई किया है रबर बैंड से, तो वो रबर बैंड भी चुभता था. एंड आई वुड फील डिजी एट टाइम्स, चक्कर से it had gone that bad. And when I realized that what I am doing to myself, I realized I have assumed a lot of responsibility and I am fearful from within कि मैं वो responsibility पूरा कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं. And that thought was so acute in me, वो इतना ज़्यादा था, perhaps also on the subconscious level, that it manifested as spondylitis. And then I was very fearful, क्योंकि लोग कहते हैं कि सर्वाइकल एक बार हो गया तो वो कभी क्योर नहीं होता है, आपको हमेशा एक्सरसाइज करना पड़ेगा, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. But then I took this as something that okay, now when I understand कि metaphysicality होती है और मैं healing करती हूँ, so then let me work like that. And then I started to heal myself, and I started to release that sense of responsibility. And I feel so grateful to share with you. It just took me a month to cure it totally. And that tells me that anything can be handled. And there are many documented acute cases which are totally healed if we are prepared to do that. Yeah, it's healing. Yes, so I'm wanting to know more from you. What brings you here, and what more questions do you have? आपके जो भी questions होंगे, I would love to try to answer them to the best of my capability. And please fire questions to Samruddhi because here is somebody who has learned and has experienced it.
So hi Richa, I would like to just share. For me, Reiki is more to do with my own self. I have, you already are aware of the trauma which I have been through in my life, and it was
Yeah.
post that only. Lot many things keeps pushing me despite my totally occupied schedules. I'm unable to take out time, but yes, I keep looking for opportunities wherein I can get something which heals me more. Because one of the things which I have completely not able to address is my own emotional feelings and my own capacities to deal with situations. I am more kind of an introvert person, and I don't share my feelings, what I'm going through, and it I keep suppressing it, and that has affected me really very bad in the last few years. So I want to heal myself more on the aspect, and then once I'm able to manage my own energies and the feelings, then I would definitely explore if I am that capable, I can help others, and especially the people near me to get this positive aspect of Reiki to heal themselves as well. So it's more to do with myself only, and I'm really looking forward to understand this.
Thank you, Amresh, for opening up and sharing what you are looking forward to. Yes, I am aware and I understand. I do have some idea about your situation. Amresh is a friend as well as a relative of mine. He is a school friend of mine. So is Santosh, a school friend of mine. So Amresh and Santosh would know each other, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can actually, I would strongly suggest you to learn it, क्योंकि ये help करेगा आपको, and it will help you to be to heal yourself, and you will see the impact it will automatically have on your children as well. It will automatically have a lot of physical ailment जो हमारे पास अभी आ रहा होता है, you can actually throw them away, क्योंकि आप अपने पूरे energy system को clean कर लेते हैं. Reiki helps you to clean your aura and clean your energy system. And when you are in the class, we deal in detail हमारे चक्रा सिस्टम कैसे फंक्शन करते हैं, उनका हमारे पूरे फिजिकल वेलबींग के ऊपर क्या बियरिंग होता है, उनका हमारे मेंटल वेलबींग के ऊपर क्या बियरिंग होता है, वो थॉट प्रोसेस को कैसे चैनलाइज करते हैं, डिक्टेट करते हैं. So and then different parts of the body. And I think one thing which I love to do is, because I take a 2-day Reiki class. I don't know, I hear that a lot of people don't take 2-day Reiki sessions, but I conduct 2-day sessions. There are quite a few reasons for that. The first thing is that Reiki initiation takes 2 days. अनफॉर्चुनेटली उसके बड़े शॉर्ट फॉर्म्स आ गए हैं और कमर्शलाइज भी हो गया है थोड़ा. बट इन द ट्रेडिशनल उसोई सिस्टम देर आर 4 इनिशिएशंस इन लेवल 1. लेवल 1 जो है अलाउज यू टू डू टच रेकी. सो योर चक्रास इन द हैंड्स आर एक्टिवेटेड और आप खुद को और दूसरों को थ्रू टच हीलिंग दे सकते हैं। 2 दिनों में रेकी लेवल 1 में 4 इनिशिएशंस होते हैं। फर्स्ट 2 इनिशिएशंस हैपन ऑन डे 1 and the next 2 initiations happen on day 2. So they have to happen in the gap of at least 12 hours. So they can't be done on both the days, on the same day, sorry. They have to be done on 2 days. That's one thing. Secondly, when you come for a session, you need to develop a relationship with energy. Samriti, let me know if you think otherwise. Because you are moving into the zone of intangible. You're moving into the zone of जिसको देखा नहीं है, जाना नहीं है. We are fearful. We don't know. So you need to have developed certain relationship with the energy. So you need some time. You need to understand all its dimensions. It is not just about few processes कि आप ऐसे कर लोगे, वैसे कर लोगे, ऐसे हाथ रखोगे, ऐसे हाथ रखोगे, हो जाएगा. जैसे अनीता जी ने कहा कि बुक्स में सारा सिंबल्स बताया है, प्रोसेसेस बताया है. But it doesn't stop there. Rather, it begins there. So it takes you a little time to become conversant with it, trust it, experience it. A lot of those things need to be looked at. Samriti, would you like to share something on this?
Yes, it needs a lot of discipline and it needs regular practice. And hence, after we did our first workshop, we were told to practice it religiously for 21 days. So that really helps. And with me, like I mentioned before, it worked more because we had kept a time with a friend of mine where both of us learned it around the same time. We had kept a time wherein we would practice it together. We had kept the same space in the house for that particular thing. And we both had different experiences because we both are different beings, right? And but at the same time, there has been transformation in both of us at different levels. And as I mentioned earlier, except surrendering is really important. So if we learn Reiki and if we still doubt whether it's going to work or not, then that is something which is going to take a little bit time. Like when I said when I did the Reiki to the aunt, and when she told me she had a positive experience, and the immediate thought, because that's my nature, the immediate thought was it like a placebo thing? Did she feel good because she trusts me? And then the next thought was, Samruddhi, that's not you. It's not your energy. Reiki is, I think that is the most beautiful thing about Reiki, which makes you stress free. It's not your energy, it is the universe energy, and you are merely a channel. Also, about manifestation, we also learn the manifestation techniques. And very importantly, Richadi had told us it's not a Reiki is not a manifestation, modality. But nonetheless, from my experience, let me tell you very honestly, things are getting manifested, because I think on the very premise that earlier in my life I always doubted my intuitions, right? I always said, oh no, this is just a coincidence, right? And now what I do is I just surrender more easily than before. Completely not still there, but definitely better than before. And I think that surrendering has helped me to believe. And as they say, what you call miracles or whatever you call it, I feel the more you start believing in your intuitions, um, things happen more, better with you. I'm maintaining a journal where I write down so that I can myself then try to experience ki this is how I felt and this is what it was. But this all this all is only after you practice it religiously, because like I knew a lot of people, a few of my friends had learned Reiki 4-5 years before, a relative also, and I used to always wonder, like Anita ji said, I used to always wonder how come these people have learned Reiki, but none of them has come forward and told me that Samruddhi, okay, sinusitis, let me give you Reiki. I mean, how come people don't use it? But it is up to you. I think why Richa is a master today is because she chose to pursue this. Right, Richa? So so it is a choice that we make, and the more we practice, the more we discipline ourselves, like meditation, keep a particular time and do that. I think the belief gets stronger, the healing gets stronger, and the connection with energy, and someone mentioned symbols, it happens more spontaneous, because now I don't have to really even make a conscious effort to really connect with the symbols. They happen even when I'm doing the self Reiki. The symbols are naturally coming from my, Agya Chakra. That is because of practice. So belief, faith, surrendering, and practice, I think, helps in the long way. And yes, also forgot to mention that we have these monthly meetings, online meetings, where we discuss our experiences, and we do a group Reiki. So, because we've done level 2 also, okay, if anyone needs to heal someone via distant Reiki, so I think like that, being under the guru's shadow also really helps. वो छड़ी चाहिए होती है ना, प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे हो. So those monthly meetings, Richadi, also do help us.
Thank you. So, touching on to the few aspects that Samriddhi talked about, why 21 days is a kind of mandate. The reason is हमारी energy kind of fixated होती है already. We have already created certain energy patterns in our electromagnetic system. जब आप रेकी करना शुरू करते हैं, हीलिंग प्रोसेस शुरू करते हैं, that has to go away, that has to get cleansed for you to experience the benefit on the physical level. So it takes little time when you do it every day, and then you are taught how to do all of that. You are also practiced, you made to practice, so you know what's happening. So then you start to experience it. Coming to faith, in the beginning, come without faith. When I went with all my skepticism. But I just said that, okay, I'm being asked for 21 days, I will give 21 days. And then I'll see what happens. That's how I went. If you ask my master, she would laugh. The richer that used to be and the richer that is now today. There is such humongous difference uh, that I can't share. So you just do it and experience it. Just don't block it, is all that we say. You need not have that faith, but you need to have that openness, at least, that okay, I will just see what it does to me. Any reason for this number 21? So Anita ji, this is tried and tested thing that 21 is the minimum number of days जो कि आवश्यक है for any practice to become habit and any impact to be seen.
Why
So,
can't it be 22?
pardon?
Why can't it be 22?
Well, I would not be a specialist, honestly, on this. This is what I experienced in my case. I don't know, 21 days, and I think it possibly also come from Mega Osoi's experience. So, what is said that when he started to study Buddhist scriptures, because he was trying to find some answers, उनको ये सारे symbols, ये सारा knowledge मिला, पर उनके वो initiated नहीं थे, so he could not use it. इनिशिएशन एक प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें आपके थ्रू रेकी एनर्जी को पास करने का चैनल बनाया जाता है. व्हाई दैट? जैसे कि रेडियो वेव्स चारों ओर हैं, बट हम सुन नहीं सकते हैं. फॉर दैट द इंस्ट्रूमेंट हैज टू बी ट्यून्ड टू द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द साउंड, और फिर द इंस्ट्रूमेंट कैचेस एंड वी कैन लिसन. Similarly, this energy is a very high frequency energy. अगर हमारी उतनी हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी होती तो हम ऑटोमेटिकली हील्ड होते या हम खुद को हील कर पाते, पर ऐसा है नहीं. सो वी नीड टू बी ट्यून्ड so that that healing energy can pass through us. So a channel is created in us through which the energy can pass. So Mikao Usui had also he got all the knowledge, but he was not initiated. So he went to a mountain in Japan, and that's a very holy mountain. And he went there for 21 days. Now, maybe he saw that in scriptures that you have to meditate for 21 days. It is said that कि 21 पत्थर लेकर के वो बैठे थे so that हर एक दिन का counting he can take keep. और with passage of every day एक पत्थर वो फेंक देते थे. 20 days तक कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. He kept meditating, but no result came. 21st day में he was struck by a mass of lightning energy. तो बहुत सारा जैसे बिल्कुल बिजली जैसी होती है, बहुत सारा lights, it just came to him, and those lights were also forming symbols, and it struck to him. So Dr. Mikao Usui is said to have got initiated like that. When he was struck, he went unconscious, and 20 days not eating and only doing the sadhana, he was weak. But when he regained his consciousness, he felt very energetic. So he attributed that probably ये जो energy अभी इनको stuck करके गई है, उसके कारण ये हुआ है. And then the story continues about his journey as to how he started to experience this, because of which he started to teach this. So maybe that 21 days is coming from there also. But I will not really be able to comment more on that. It's more experience based. You see that happening in 21 days is what I can assure you. And I can really assure you for that. So that's the other thing which is important to know. Yes, we do have a community. So I take monthly meets. In the monthly meets, we revise the practice, we revise the concepts. Any doubt which is there, उसको मैं address करती हूँ. And then there is a concept of supporting each other. So we may need support. We may need support for somebody whom we know. So we bring in those cases and we do group healing for them. For example, Samriddhi only had uh, put up a request during the Dashera time period for her son, because when you have a lot of sound around, he gets little anxious. He's not able to handle that well. So she had put for the group healing, and everybody did healing for. And she said on the 6th day that Shauri is much better this time. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So regarding this, Shaurya himself said to me, "Ki Mama, this time for Diwali, there are less firecracker sounds, right?" And we've been telling him all the positive news about the government having laws, which like about. So yes, I mean that is what things just happen when I think when you start believing in energy, when you start surrendering, things just happen. I have seen things happening with my son, which only I will, I think, जो experience करते हैं ना वो ही believe करेंगे. Even with my family, I feel if I tell them, they are still skeptics. And one thing I've realized is, for me to believe in something, I don't need people around me to believe in that thing. So even the manifestation, simple thing, if you remember, Richa ji, अभी एग्जाम्स वगैरह आ रहे थे उसके, and he, with him, his concepts are very clear, but when he goes to exams ना, वो डेडिकेशन नहीं होता क्योंकि मोटिवेशन नहीं है कुछ लिखने के लिए. And this time, like in maths is his major block. For maths he has a major block, and this time he scored like 18 out of 20, which was like nothing less than a miracle for us. एंड ये मार्क्स के लिए नहीं है, बट वो एक्चुअली वो चेंज उसमें हुआ जो वो वहां जाके बैठ के लिख के आया ये सब कुछ. सो डिफरेंस ये था कि पहले भी कॉन्सेप्ट थे उसके, बट वो, एंड आई थिंक इफ आई रियली ड्रॉ अ लिटिल बैकवर्ड्स, व्हाट चेंज हैपेंड इन मी वाज, अनलाइक बिफोर वेयर आई हैड एंजाइटी अबाउट ये लिखेगा नहीं क्या करेगा, I just left it. अभी ये कर्म है, अभी छोड़ दे. I did not have any anxiety about he, but I did I did, kind of prayed to the Reiki energy when I was doing Reiki. I did kind of think about this and I did pray for this. So like I said before, ये कोई एविडेंस साइंस नहीं है कि मैं बता सकती हूँ कि इसके लिए ये आया इसके लिए, बट ये एक फेथ है. एंड आई फील ये बेसिक थिंग है कि अगर खुद आप में कुछ इनवर्ट चेंजेस आए तो वो कनेक्शंस ट्रांसफर होते हैं आपके रिलेशनशिप्स में, and then even that changes you do see happening in your life. It is what you must have heard with the law of manifestation also, right? If you all have heard, even there are other books about psychology also, right? The whole concept of superconscious and everything. And I think बचपन से हमें बस ये सिखाया जाता है कि वी आर कंडीशन टू बिलीव कि जो भी एविडेंस बताता है बस उसमें बिलीव करो. बट देन ऐसे अगर हम करेंगे तो we will, I think, distance ourselves from the beautiful possibilities which also are possible. So something which, yeah, I did experience regarding Shaurya, especially with he has, as I mentioned, he has autism, so he has high sound sensitivity, and Diwali is a nightmare for us. Because though we give appeals to the society, nobody bothers and everybody puts firecrackers even in Bombay रात को. But this time he said कि मम्मा आई थिंक दिस टाइम लोग कम लगा रहे हैं. सो कुछ तो डेफिनेटली हुआ ना, इसके लिए उसका एक्सपीरियंस चेंज हुआ. सो ग्रैटिट्यूड.
Beautiful. Actually, gratitude, I think, what the way this energy supports us in everyday living is just amazing. It's no less than miracle. And I think everybody should give themselves this opportunity to experience this. So I think it's been an hour now that we had been together. आपके अगर और भी प्रश्न हैं तो you can let me know. I can stay back. No problems with that. Yeah, Margi ji, please go ahead.
मैम आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हम ये यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी को खुद में या दूसरों में मतलब चैनलाइज कैसे करते हैं. मतलब डू आई टच समवन विथ माय हैंड्स एंड चैनलाइज द एनर्जी.
So Reiki के 4 levels होते हैं मार्की जी, and this is for everyone also to know how do you learn it. Level 1 में आप टच रेकी सीखते हैं, जिसमें कि आप खुद को और दूसरों को थ्रू टच हीलिंग दे सकते हैं. तो फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे आंख में पेन है तो आई विल यूज दिस लाइक दिस. मेरे गले में है तो आई विल यूज इट लाइक दिस. सो यू आर टॉट ऑल ऑफ दैट. दूसरों को आप कंप्लीटली टच कर सकते हैं या फिर 1 इंच के डिफरेंस पे हैंड रख सकते हैं, क्योंकि कई बार if I'm doing with somebody I don't know, they may not like me touching them, so I will keep my hands, जैसे this is the body of the person, I will keep my hand like this and the energy will do its work. Second level में आपको initiate किया जाता है symbols में. So there are symbols for connection, there are symbols for removing blockages, and there are symbols for healing. So you are initiated into symbols, and second level के बाद scope बहुत बढ़ जाता है. तो सेकेंड लेवल के बाद आप कहीं भी किसी को भी हीलिंग दे सकते हैं. डजेंट मैटर टाइम, डजेंट मैटर वो पर्सन कहाँ पर है एग्जैक्टली उस टाइम पे, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सो वो सारे बैरियर्स खत्म हो जाते हैं. सो देन यू डू नॉट इवन नीड टू बी विद द पर्सन. मैं यहाँ पे बैठी हूँ और मैं मेरे एक पर्सन है जिनको यूएस में मैं हीलिंग भेजती हूँ एज अ रेगुलर हीलर. सो the possibility increases like anything. So that is level 2. लेवल 3 इज मास्टर्स लेवल, जो मैंने सीखा है, एंड उसमें आप किसी को भी लेवल 1 और लेवल 2 रेकी में इनिशिएट कर सकते हैं, सिखा सकते हैं. एंड लेवल 4 जो है वो ग्रैंड मास्टर का लेवल होता है, जिसमें आप किसी को मास्टर भी बना सकते हैं. सो फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ अस लेवल 1 एंड लेवल 2 आर क्वाइट सफिशिएंट. जब हम लेवल 1 और लेवल 2 बहुत प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं, अपने ऊपर बहुत काम कर लेते हैं, एंड देन इफ यू वांट, then you can look forward to level 3. But level 3 is a big thing because who you are matters a lot. You know, my master took me 3 years to teach level 3. जब मैंने उनके पास ये रिक्वेस्ट पुट अप किया था that Ma, I want to learn. And one reason is just समृद्धि ने कहा, I meet many people in Delhi NCR जिन्होंने कहा है कि हमने रेकी सीखा है पर हम प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते. क्यों प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते? Many of them told me, many of those people, यार मैं हीलिंग देती हूँ ना, मैं बीमार पड़ जाती हूँ. एंड आई यूज्ड टू वंडर कि यार हम तो इतने वर्षों से दे रहे हैं, कभी ऐसा किसी ने नहीं कहा. एंड देन आई डिस्कवर्ड दैट इनिशिएशन जो है वो बहुत हाफ वे में हुआ है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली. बिकॉज जो फाइनल इनिशिएशन होता है उसमें भी मेक यू अ वन वे चैनल. सो इन नो वे आप किसी का एब्जॉर्ब कभी नहीं कर सकते हैं. यू कैन गिव, you can never absorb. So the right initiation is very important. And secondly, वो 3-4 hours में सिखाते हैं, and I don't know what do they teach, because हमको तो 2 दिन लगते हैं, 2 दिन भी कम लगता है, right समृद्धि? So we spend 2 full days for level 1, 2 full days for level 2, because इतना कुछ है उसके साथ में समझने के लिए. अगर वो समझा नहीं है तो आप हीलिंग नहीं यूज कर पाएंगे. Then it would be very good just to see that I'm a Reiki channel, but it will not make much difference to your life. So learning it from the right place is also very important. So when I got into the process of being a master, my master drilled me to the core. She said, Richa, ये step 1, step 2, step 3, 10 steps नहीं है. This is about who you are. क्योंकि स्पिरिचुअली भी आप जब तंत्र में जाते हैं तो गुरु से जब दीक्षा ली जाती है, किसी भी चीज का इनिशिएशन लिया जाता है, उसको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मानते हैं, क्योंकि गुरु का एलिमेंट डिसाइपल तक पास ऑन होता है. गुरु के पास जो है वो डिसाइपल तक जाता है. सो इफ द मास्टर इज नॉट केपेबल इनफ, डिसाइपल को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. एंड सो शी टुक दिस मच ऑफ टाइम टू ड्रिल मी टू द कोर, बिकॉज मेरे अपने जो इंटरनल चैलेंजेस थे, मेरे जो अपने ट्रिगर्स थे, जैसे मोनिका जी ने भी शुरू में किया कि हम खुद लाइफ में इतने फंसे रहते हैं. सो despite healing every day, there is of course more to it. I need to be spiritually advanced. So there was so much of work done on me, and then she initiated me to be the master. So when you have done it really a lot and you are very sorted, and then you want to go ahead, then you look for level 3. But for most of us, 1 and 2 is very good, because it allows you to heal yourself and it allows you to heal others.
मैम आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग कि इस चीज में जैसे हम फिजिकली साथ नहीं है, स्टिल यू विल बी एबल टू इनिशिएट इट, मतलब ऑनलाइन ही.
मैं ऑनलाइन इनिशिएशन नहीं करती हूँ. यू हैव टू बी फिजिकली विथ मी.
ओके ओके. सो मतलब वेयर डू यू टेक दिस कोर्सेज मैम?
तो मैं अलग अलग जगह पे क्लासेस लेती हूँ. आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू अ मिनिमम बैच साइज ऑफ 5 पीपल. जब जहाँ भी 5 लोग होते हैं, 4 से 6 लोग होते हैं, तो आई कम एंड आई डू द क्लास. My next class is happening in Mumbai on January 6th and 7th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. तो first weekend है, Saturday Sunday है. I will be in Mumbai, and वहाँ पे in fact Abha ji was with us. She is coming. She will be doing Reiki. So in case you can manage that, it would be lovely. Please come down, and it would be lovely to be together. And I will share the details. And if जैसे कि आप अहमदाबाद में हैं and you want, if you want it to happen in Ahmedabad, I will need a few more people. So in case आपके पास ऐसे सर्कल में लोग हैं and you can create a group, I would love to come down and do it. No problems with that. But in case अगर आपको लगता है कि वो challenging है, कि वो आप group create नहीं कर सकते हैं, then I'll request you to come down. So right now I'm doing it in Delhi and in Mumbai. But I'm open to travel anywhere. My only requirement is that I need a small group at least. And in a batch, I don't take more than 10 people, because it's a very personal experience. There's a lot of energy work. So it takes time for each one of us to take it. So right now, I don't take more than 10 people in a batch.
एंड मैम हाउ डज दिस हेल्प अस इन द स्पिरिचुअल एनलाइटमेंट जर्नी मैम? मतलब मैं इससे कैसे आगे जा पाऊंगी? अपने पर्सनल ट्रिगर्स मैंने चलो काम कर लिया उसके ऊपर,
There is a Zen saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Zen जो है वो बुद्धिज्म से निकला हुआ एक कल्ट है. महाकश्यपा ने इसको शुरू किया था. And Zen talks a lot in koans and puzzles. तो ये कहता है जब हम तैयार होते हैं तो हमको सिखाने वाले मिल जाते हैं. भारत के दर्शन में इसको पात्रता का नाम दिया है. आप जैसे पात्र होंगे आपको वैसे लोग मिल जाएंगे. तो हम क्या कर पाते हैं, हम सिर्फ अपनी पात्रता पे काम कर पाते हैं. एंड देन आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट. मैं जैसे जैसे मेरी पात्रता बढ़ी है मुझे वैसे वैसे गुरु मिले हैं. आई थिंक सिंस 2003 I always had somebody to mentor me. And as I have developed, I have found a person more competent, more advanced, more depending upon where am I, to teach me. So trust the ways of existence. आप एक बार initiate होइए and then you will know how many things will open for you. क्योंकि हम
But
खुद open नहीं हो पाते हैं ना, तो हमको भी externally कुछ मिलता भी है तो हम बोले नहीं पाते हैं.
ma'am, actually I joined this online session thinking that it would be an online learning, and actually आप तो physical ही लेते हो, and it will be very bit difficult for me to travel to Mumbai, and I'm not sure मतलब मैं group बना पाऊंगी कि नहीं. Let's see what happens.
इट्स ऑल राइट. आप बहुत सारे लोगों को इंट्रोडक्शन टू रेकी में ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. दिस इज अ फ्री सेशन. वो लोग अपने डाउट्स पूछ सकते हैं एंड मे बी दे वुड बी मोटिवेटेड टू डू. सो मे बी अनदर 2-3 months of time हमारा एक बैच फॉर्म हो जाए. देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी, राइट? एंड आई हैव अ फ्रेंड इन अहमदाबाद. आई स्पीक टू हिम if something happens. We'll definitely keep you posted.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Please let me know if anything is possible in Ahmedabad.
Definitely. So for all of you, there is a Reiki website that I have, and I would request you to visit that for more details and also share that. Let me just share with you the website. Yeah, so this is the name of my website, reikiholistic.healing.org. और जो भी हमने किया है, लोगों के एक्सपीरियंसेस प्लस काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस, अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर इन द ऑन द वेबसाइट. आप ज़रूर देखिएगा एंड प्लीज शेयर इट विद अदर्स ऑल्सो. एंड आप सब जो मेरे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में हैं, तो यू हैव माई नंबर. यू कैन ask me anything in the group, and if there is something personal you want to ask me, please ping me personally. I will surely answer all of those to the best of my capability. Stay connected. Let's pray that it happens in your city. For those who can travel to Mumbai, it is planned in Mumbai on 6th and 7th of January 2024. So gift yourself this blessing in the beginning of the year is what I would suggest. And looking forward. Yeah. Samriddhi, anything that you want to add on? No? Thank you so much for joining and sharing your experience, Samriddhi. That was really helpful, I'm sure, because I understand we all have a lot of doubts, and going from that shoes, it helps us. Thank you so much. Anybody wants to know anything else?
एक सवाल है मुझे।
बोलिए पारुल.
लेकिन मैंने एक बार ही रेकी का सेशन लिए थे, तो उसमें ना लाइक बिकॉज देयर आर ऑलवेज ट्रैप्ड इमोशंस एंड सम डीप रूटेड इश्यूज रहते हैं, तो वो जब सरफेस होके आता है तो थोड़ा सा मैं बीमार पड़ गई थी, मुझे कोविड हो गया था उसके इमीडिएटली बाद में, ड्यूरिंग दैट ओनली. सो मे बी आई वाज ऑलरेडी समथिंग, आई डोंट नो. तो वो थोड़ा उसके बाद मैंने डर लगता है कि मैं करूं कि नहीं करूं, बिकॉज अंदर मुझे पता है कि लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर. So like when and every time I take any sort of healing ना तो मुझे हमेशा ही थोड़ा severe हो जाता है like because I do know that things are there and it will come out and whenever we do any kind of detox mental physical तो थोड़ा निकलता है तो उससे ना मैं I get little scared of this healing things so उससे फिर like कैसे how do I go ahead because मैंने already एनरोल कर रखा है अपने आप को तो हम थोड़ा सा वरी है
So, wherever you are learning, I hope they also teach you aura cleansing, which is a very integral part of the entire healing process. क्योंकि जब आपकी एनर्जी निकलती है बाहर और वो आपके ऑरा में है और आपने अपने ऑरा को क्लेंस नहीं किया है, सो दैट एनर्जी जिसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी लो है वो अट्रैक्ट करेगी बाहर की चीज़ों को. सो पॉसिबली ये हो रहा होगा आपके साथ. सो यू कीप डूइंग ऑरा क्लेंजिंग, which is hardly a 2 minutes process, and that's how you eliminate that energy from your aura. That's one thing. The second thing, which is very strongly suggested, is please take salt water bath. आप
ओके
जब स्नान करने जाते हैं तो अपने मग में 1 चम्मच नमक डालिए, कोई सा भी नमक, और उसमें पानी डालिए एंड पुट इट ऑन योर सेल्फ. और उससे आप नहाइए पहले, और एक मग पानी इज सफिशिएंट, और उसके बाद आप क्लीन वाटर से नहा लीजिए.
हम्म
And otherwise, you can also take salt and you just rub on your body and then just bathe. आप ये भी कर सकते हैं. Salt is a very good absorbent of negative energy. So it cleanses you a lot. जो हमारे यहाँ पहले पुराने ज़माने में ये सब कहते थे कि दुश्मन के घर का नमक नहीं खाते हैं और नमक हलाल एंड ये सब कॉन्सेप्ट्स है, they all have come from some space. We have lost the significance. That is what has happened. But there are reasons why. So
तो
salt
इट्स
is a very good cleansing. So please take salt water bath. And especially when you meet many people, that there is a high probability that you will pick up their energies. सो
यस
तो आपको सॉल्ट वाटर बाथ लेना ही चाहिए. आप अपने घर में पोछे के पानी में भी सॉल्ट डाल करके पोछा कर सकते हैं. दैट विल हेल्प टू रेज द वाइब्रेशन ऑफ द हाउस. दैट आल्सो.
बट इवन विथ लाइक ऑल दिस जो भी अपने अंदर का जो भी सब है प्रॉब्लम वी कैन स्टिल गो अहेड एंड टेक द रेकी एंड ऐसे कुछ बाहर नहीं निकल के आ जाएगा बहुत ज्यादा
नहीं, बाहर निकल के आएगा. ऑरा क्लेंजिंग करना पड़ता है एंड देन देयर इज अ वे दैट यू टेक प्रोटेक्शन. सो आस्क द पर्सन टू टीच यू दिस. यस मार्गी जी.
सो मैम हम किसी और को रेकी देते हैं तो उनको भी हमें ऑरा क्लेंजिंग सिखाना होता है, मतलब कि जब वो रेकी की एनर्जी ले तो बाद में उनको ये करना होता है.
आप खुद करते हैं उनके लिए.
ओह ओके.
आप खुद करते हैं. ऑरा क्लेंजिंग ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हो जाता है शुरुआत के दिनों में, क्योंकि अभी आपके अंदर के बहुत सारे क्लॉग्ड एनर्जीज बाहर निकल रहे हैं. तो शुरुआत के दिनों में उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है. इन वीक टू 10 days of time you start to settle down, then it is still okay that you do it on a gap of a day or so, but initially it is very important. Wonderful. So I hope I have been able to answer your queries and help you come closer to the energy. Maybe all be blessed with Reiki energy. Again, it's my sincere request. Please spread it to those who are at least in Mumbai or nearby areas and would love to learn a Reiki, and they can get in touch with me. And on 6th and 7th of January, I'll be conducting it. So the rest of the details will follow. Okay. Thank you so much. May we be blessed. May we all be blessed, and may the energy heal us all the time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining in, everyone. My deepest gratitude.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
Yeah. So if anybody has anything, they can ask me. I'll stay back for a little while, and those who want to leave can leave. Do we have any more
Thank you,
questions?
ma'am. It was a wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll take your leave, Richadi.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Sure.
you, everyone. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Richa ji.
Thank you. Thank you.